Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Come on, D! Spot! Water. Spot! No! Kill! Hayden Cole!
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tiger! Man up, Johnson,
looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 44, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Fournette on the counter. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the...
And got his man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Keep going right at him.
53, check 53.
Let's go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Now Foles. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yellow. 180.
Watch the call. Watch the call.
Now McCoy. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
can't believe they let you play.
Here's Foles. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's third down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo. I got one. Yellow. 44. Mike. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Silver.
Watch twist.
What we got?
Fournette running out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Foles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the hook up to Lee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
We got
53's the
down. They found one.
53. Come on. Check.
Go.
Check. 53's mine. All right, team.
Back to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Coming to you.
Purple 64.
53. 53. Mike.
You must be dreaming.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Man out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Attack!
Mike spoke forward.
Mahomes to throw once more. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, here's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
53, Mike 53. 60.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
For yellow.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Chris Jones on the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lee. 16 yards, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
They come out here in the I. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
13.
On second down, Armstead. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
6-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Girl.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Reggie Ragland.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on first and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down now. It's Thompson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be fourth down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
180.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's third and 3. Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On first down, Thompson. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They go with Thompson again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. On the ground, it's Thompson. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darwin Thompson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to.